Okay, boys and girls, here we go with some charts. Maybe you have chart 7 still in your envelope and chart 8, because that's what I'd like to do today. So let's play like fill in the blank. So I'll say one sound and then you say the next one. So I'll do this one. B-R, burr and bride. Now you do that one. P-R, purr and pray. Your turn. S-M, sn, and smoke. My turn. S-K, sk, and skate. That's your turn. My turn. C-R, cur, and crab. Okay, now we're back to the top. Your turn. S-P-L, spul, and splash. Now it's your turn. My turn. S-C-R, skr, and scream. Be careful. S-Q-U, you do that one. My turn. S-N, sn, and snack. Your turn. S-T-R, stir, and stream. Last one's for you. Good. Okay. Now let's do the orange chart. Let's do it together. Ready? T-H-R, thir, and 3. Can you see that? We'll do that one again. T-H-R, thir, and 3. A-R, R, and stars. C-H, ch, in church. O-R, or, in morning. O-W, ow, in out. O-W, ow, in owl. O-W, O, in bowl. E-R, in verse. U-R, in nurse. I-R, in bird. O-I, oi, in coin. O-Y, oi, in boy. O-O, in book. O-O, oo, in tooth. W-O-R, were, in worms. I-G-H, I, in night. A-L-L, all, in ball. A-L-K, awk, in walk. Good job. Now we're going to learn a new sound from chart 13, this one. Okay, and you'll notice that underneath the T, Mrs. Card put the ch sound, because that's what the T is saying. Ch. And then you can hear you are saying in nurse, and then silent E. So it goes like this. Ch, chur, chur, like in pasture, pasture, pasture. So this is a 2-beat word, isn't it? That's a closed syllable because it ends with a consonant, and then we see chur. So the cows are in the pasture. Okay? Take a look at chur in all these words. Notice it's at the end. I'll point to it and you say chur with me. Chur, 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 chur. Good job. It's kind of tickly on your tongue to say it, isn't it? Boys and girls, if you look carefully, you can see that Mrs. Card divided all these words into 2 beats. They're all 2-beat words. So if you're having trouble reading them, read the first beat and then add the second beat, which is chur for every word. So if you look at this word, Mrs. Card divided it after the U. That makes it an open syllable. So the U says its own name. That's why I put a line over top. Future. What do you get? Future. Same thing with this. This is an open syllable. That's why there's a line over top, because the A is saying its own name. See how I divided it after the vowel? Nature. Nature. Okay, but in this word, the first beat is a closed syllable because it ends with a consonant. So the I says it. Open syllables, the vowels say their own name. Closed syllables or beats, the vowels say their short sound. So this says pick, picture. Put it together and you get picture. Can you read the words from the top? future, nature, picture. Good job. There's another closed beat or closed syllable. Capture, capture. Fracture, fracture. When you break a bone, the doctor might use a fancy word called you fractured your bone. That means break. Okay, another two-beat word. Notice I circled OI, says oi. Ois, moisture, moisture. When a sponge is wet, you can say it has moisture in it. Let's read those words from the top. Ready? Capture, fracture, moisture. Good job. So that's our new sound for today. T-U-R-E says ture in pasture. Now, you're going to find your special sounds booklet, which is really just a page, and you're going to go to where it says Thursday, June the 4th. I can't believe it's Thursday already. And there it is, T-U-R-E, ture in pasture. Then I want you to circle ture in all the words. Don't just circle them and then be on to the next task. You have to circle ture and you have to read the words so that you're learning how to read words with hard sounds in them, because that will make you a better reader, boys and girls. The other thing you want to be practicing today is your sight word book. So you're going to find today's date, which is Thursday, June the 4th, and this is the box you're going to read to Mommy. And you remember, the ones on the bottom row are the newest ones that we've been learning. So walk, there, like in their dog is barking a lot. Do you remember this one from yesterday? Ready, ready, and behind. Walk, there, ready, behind. So read that whole box to Mommy or Daddy. The other thing we need to talk about today is there's a new capitalization rule on your seat work. Okay, so let's review the old ones that we know. We're really good at those ones. So the first one we know really well, rule number 1, is first word in a sentence always gets a capital. Rule number 2, I, like when you're talking about yourself. Rule number 3, names, like Mrs. Card. Notice both parts of my name get a capital. Kylie, Claire, Lily, everybody in our class. Dominic, Carter, Merrick, everybody in our class, their names get capitals. Okay, and then rule number 4, streets, cities, and provinces get capitals. Okay, so Pole Court. Remember, when there's 2 words in the name of the street, both get a capital. St. Thomas is an example of a city. Ontario is the province where we live. Okay, rule number 5. Names of places. Waterworks Park, Canada's Wonderland, Royal Bank, Brywood Market, Taco Bell. Okay, remember, when there's 2 words of the name of the place, both words get a capital. If the sentence just said, I went to the bank or I went to the park, then you would not put a capital on those words. Only if there's a name for the bank or the park or whatever place it is that you're visiting. Now, the new rule for today is days of the week get capitals. Let's sing them. Ready? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those are the days of the week. So we haven't sung that song in a long time, have we, grade 1? So every time you write or you see a day of the week in a sentence, it doesn't matter where it is in the sentence, it has to have a capital. And boys and girls, you have to be very careful that your capitals are tall letters and that the next letter that you write is a small letter, so I can tell that you put a capital. Okay, so on your seat work today, on the back, okay, there's where it says new, days of the week get capitals. And then review, names of places also begin with capital letters. So you're going to want to read these sentences carefully, and you'll see that at the beginning of the sentence I put a number. See how that has a 2 with a circle around it? That tells you that you need to find 2 words in the sentence that need a capital. And you'll also notice that I made this super easy for you because I underlined all the days of the week. So that will help you remember to circle the first letter in the day of the week that you're reading, okay, or writing. Okay, so in this sentence you need to find 2 capitals. Number 2 you have to find 2, but number 3 you have to find 3 words that need a capital. Number 4 and 5 also have 2 words with capitals. And at the end I put a little box to remind you to add the punctuation. Don't forget that questions get a question mark, sentences that are showing strong feeling get an exclamation mark, and sentences that are just telling you something get a period. Okay, the rest of the page you're writing about, you're going to ask me a question about people in a canoe. A person who's riding in a canoe is actually called this big word. Can you see it? A canoeist. And because there's more than one, you say canoeists. Boy, that is making your mouth very busy. So you're going to ask me a question about these people riding in the canoe. And you're going to use the word canoeists. Okay, ask me a question about them. And there are some action words that you can use. Paddle, splash, can you see that? Race and float. So you can use those juicy words in your sentence too. Don't forget, I don't want you to misspell words that are here. Okay? For example, I don't want you to spell are wrong, A-R-E, because there it is right there in the dictionary. This is like a little dictionary, this box of words. Okay? So make sure that your words that you should know how to spell should be spelled correctly in your sentence. Okay, and the front is the same. You're looking for, how many word keys? Look at that, I found 3 in smooth, and I wrote the number 3. So in the blank, you're writing the number of word keys. And then here, you're just building compound words. Okay? All right, boys and girls, thanks for listening.